Good morning, YouTube. It's Arwen of Tarot by Arwen, being a little silly. We'll talk about that in a minute. First, your New Mexico bird report. I got up this morning. It was still dark outside as the seasons are beginning to change, and I got to hear the horned owl. He or she was sitting right outside my fir tree. Last night, while we took a walk, we actually saw one of the great horned owls sitting at the top of a tree, stopped to talk to a neighbor, and the owl was hooting at us, and I was hooting back, which was really funny because I don't hoot well. And then it flew off, and we continued our walk and listened to it as we walked. It's really cool. Now, I'm Arwen of Tarot by Arwen, and why am I wearing this silly thing on my head? Am I pretending to be a unicorn? No. Am I evoking my high priestess? Maybe. But what I'm really doing is wearing a pendulum on my head, because we're going to talk about pendulums today. Now, this does not get worn on my head. It's a necklace. And I want you to know that you don't have to buy a fancy pendulum. This costs 15, 16 bucks at Ancient Mysteries. It's green jasper. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful little stone. I hope you can see the, whoops, get it over there. The color of it and the translucency of it. It's really pretty. Let me see if I can hold it still for you. But you don't need to buy a pendulum. A favorite necklace, as long as it's got a heavy enough emblem or whatever pendant on it, can be a pendulum. I do think you should keep pendulums with you. I think that your energy goes into them, and that's a really good thing. Now, here's how I was taught to test a pendulum to see if it's right for you. You hold it over your hand. You hold it as steady as you can. I don't know if y'all can see this. Let me get over here so I've got a better background. And then you ask it, well, let me get it steady. You ask it a question like, is my name Elizabeth Banks? And you see it moving, and you'll see my arm moving a little bit. I'm trying to be very still, though. Whoops. If I drop it, that's not good. But we got a little tick noise. And this is testing what your yes and no is, because some pendulums are different. And then I will ask it, is my name Arwen Lynch-Poe? And you can see it's going in a circular motion, right? Now, I'll stop. And again, I'll ask, is my name Amber Honeyraven? So back and forth is its no, and a circle is its yes. Okay, now, lots of ways you can do a pendulum. Midwives used to hold a gold ring on a string over a woman's belly to determine boy, girl, etc. I have been told it works. I've been told that it's not, it's still used, so it's not ancient, like I said. I love pendulums because, and if you're in a place where there's a big wind, you may not want to do this because the pendulum will go a little crazy with wind. But we can do this. Let's see. Will I hit my $1,000 goal this month? That's good news. Will I hit $10,000 this month? Big bad no. Will I hit $10,000 next year? Circling. Yay. Okay. There are other ways you can use the pendulum. You can put out, spread out tarot cards and see which one it feels drawn to. You will sometimes feel a pull from the pendulum. Now, I did some work for you on YouTube, on Google, and found some pendulum charts. I'm going to link it in the down bar. One's called letterstorobin.org, and there's a free mini course on pendulum dowsing. Now, here's what I found on askyourpendulum.com. This is cool. It's a Tarot Arcana, Major Arcana chart. And what I did this morning was I asked it what my card of the day was, and it went Moon. Then I asked it what my husband's was, and it went Hanged Man, which is interesting because he's home ill today. He's got a bad shoulder, and it's just been giving him fits. So, and I invite any healers, any Reiki healers, to send to me, and I'll send to him. To help that shoulder issue. It's just been ongoing. But so you can do that for your tarot. I could maybe say, what's the major issue of my next client, and see what the pendulum says, and then when the client comes in, see if I'm right. There is, where did I find this? This is also from Ask Your Pendulum. They've got a bunch of free charts there, y'all. And this one I really love. It's called the Chakra. So it's got all the chakras for you here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, those are the major chakras. In Western society, we tend to look at only 7. In Eastern society, there's a lot more. You have palm chakras, soul chakras, chakras here on your fingers, chakras on your toes, elbows. It's a much more complex system than just 7. I have been studying the chakras basically on the Western method, using Anadea Judith's Wheels of Light. I'll put that in the drop down as well. She was shown to me by my high priestess when I first started studying Wicca. And I do chakra healing for people. I do stonework for people. I'm probably going to start offering, once I get all my stones out, doing long distance chakra healing. And I may experiment with that at first just to see if we're still in tune. But chakras to me are a very important part of my practice. Now, I could use this. Let's see if we can do this with in an easy way. They've got to put your pendulum here, right? So you hold it over and you ask it, what chakra is closed on me today? Interesting, it's going to the heart chakra. So I'm going to stop it and say, what chakra do I need to work with the most today? Interesting, it's going to the base chakra. So, heart chakra's closed, root chakra's what I need to work with. Makes sense to me. Sex. So, the other thing that they give you on this askyourpendulum.com, which I'm in love with, is are you ready for it? Are you ready? Blank chart. You can write in what you want. You can write in days of the week. You could write in months. You could write in places you want to go. Lots of different options on this that you can work with to see lottery numbers, which lottery ticket to buy, things like that. So I love pendulums, in case you can't tell. This is my newest one. My last one actually broke. It is a beautiful little piece of lithium set in 2 crystal caps, and then silver caps, and then a little finding thingy, hook thingy that you run the cord through. And that piece, not the cap, but the piece on the cap, broke off. So I decided that meant that pendulum was done being a pendulum. So it'll go into my crystal box. I'll try to get the silver caps off so I can use it in my crystal work. I don't like metal when I'm doing my stone work. I want my stones just stones. So I hope I'm getting it across. And we're going to be doing a review. I'm going to be doing a review, hopefully today, maybe tomorrow, of a new Schiffer product. It's based on Wagner's ring cycle. It's called the Ring Oracle, and I'm pretty excited about it. I'm not real familiar with the Ring Oracle, so I may read up on that before I actually do the review. But this has been your Pendulum Magic, And if you have questions, drop them in the comments down there and I'll get to them. I'm terribly sorry about all the video responses I owe y'all. I've lost track. I'm going to have to figure out how to go back and start keeping track. Ember was talking about how she's got a notebook that she keeps now. Smart cookie, that, Ember. So I may do that. I chatted with Ember this morning and gave her an earworm about the owl, because I was talking about the owl and how excited I was. And I said, yeah, but it keeps making me think of that song Wildfire, you know? Been a hoot owl howling outside my window now for 3 nights in a row. I don't sing it really well. And yeah, I gave her the earworm, so I hope I gave it to y'all too. Ha ha! I'm Arwen of Tarot by Arwen, reminding you to seek joy, y'all, and pass it on. Remember, your smile to somebody else can be their joy. Have a great day.